But New York City, as I said, blue city, but it did move more red during the 2024 election. Republican support grew in this city. Read the tea leaves for me a bit there. Do you think that means anything for this race, especially when you're looking at Cuomo and Mamdani? Cuomo's more moderate, Mamdani's way more progressive.
Yeah, and in the Democratic primary, I think that it is going to come down to this question of whether New York City Democrats are willing to back a progressive candidate. That remains to be seen, but there is definitely a swell of support for that progressive candidate. And if we look at all of the progressives on the ballot generally, then we do see that there's a sizable number who do back one of those candidates. If we look a little bit further towards the general election, I don't think that there's any danger here that a Republican or independent candidate is going to be elected as mayor. We tested both Cuomo and Mamdani on the ballot. They would both win. That's with Eric Adams as well, running as an independent. Cuomo does a little bit better. He gets 44%. Mamdani gets 35%. Some of that support that dissipates from Cuomo doesn't go towards Mamdani or undecided. Instead, it goes towards some of these other candidates. But nevertheless, I don't see any real danger that a Republican is going to win the general election.
To that point, the last time New York City saw a Republican mayor was Mayor Rudy Giuliani, and that was over 2 decades ago. So essentially, based on the numbers that you're seeing right now, whatever Democrat wins the primary in June, it's pretty safe to say they will be the city's next mayor.
I think that's definitely fair to say. We don't see any groundswell of support for Republicans on the ballot here. When we test the general election, we see that Curtis Sliwa is at 13% when Cuomo is on the ballot. He's at 16% with Mamdani on the ballot. Those are not high numbers. None of the independent candidates garner significant support. Adams included here, 15% at most. So, yeah, I don't see any real risk here that a Republican or even independent candidate is going to make a difference on the general election ballot for mayor.